Hey everybody, welcome back. We are officially done with a little bit of lunch. Made a phone call and I've got a couple of pieces of equipment that will be showing up here hopefully soon. They said they'd get them out today, they weren't too busy. But I found a chisel like what we had at Elk Mountain, an Alice mini-till that we can use to break the soil up and plow the fields. And I also found a John Deere 7000 planter that was sitting at their lot and worked out perfect. Price wasn't very much in total. I mean, I've already paid for it, so, you know, it wasn't a whole bunch of money, but it, again, wasn't free. But I'll take what I can get at this point in time. Anything's better than nothing. So, they should be showing up here anytime. Probably while we're harvesting this, they'll show up. And, yeah, so far we're having a great start. I'm very happy with the way things are turning out so far. Old combine trucks, everything seems to be running right on the money, which is nice. It's a nice change for what I normally deal with. So, yeah, let's keep on harvesting. I'd like to get this done today, and then we can look at some other things that need to be done. So, glad to have you back with us. Hope you're enjoying the episodes. If you are, smash and hit that like and subscribe button. I'd like to see it. The more of that I see, the more I am encouraged to continue to do what I'm doing. And I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Anyway, I'm going to continue on, and I'll see you when we get the next truckload full. There we go. Another truck full, another bin full, and we don't really have all that much left. So, field's going pretty quick. Up in these corners here, you see how steep that's getting. I notice we're starting to have a little bit of power issue. Not horrible, but enough of a power issue that I think in the future we're going to, you know, we need a little bit more power for what we're pushing, but long as the old girl can keep pushing through it, I think we'll be okay. I really do. I think we'll be just fine. So we'll just have to wait and see on that part. I mean, if we got a good deal out of something, or found a combine that was a little bit bigger for a better price, that could use the header we have right now, that would probably be worth it for the hills. Come on, brakes. But other than that, yeah, we seem to be set up pretty good. sure like this old Mac. Man, does it just get right with it. Still having trouble with this steering, though. That manual steering on this old girl's getting a little rough. But, hey, if nothing else, I'm building up a little bit of muscle for the future, I guess. Oh, I gotta turn it a little tighter. I'll bring it back forward here. Having a terrible time now getting this all lined up like I did earlier. That must be those sleepies coming on from, having some good lunch. I had some rice and ground beef. It's the only thing I had left in there, so it's what I had to have. And that rice is settling a little hard on my stomach, but I'll be all right. It is what it is. So far, that little auger is darn good little auger. Man, it just gets right with it. I'm impressed. The auger I've had, we had an old auger that we used for I don't know how many years out on the farm, and it just seemed like it took forever for it to pull any grain through itself. And if the grain was even just a little bit wet, you know, like morning dew or anything, it just would plug itself, and then you had to wait for it to, well, take it apart, pull all the auger pieces out, clean all the flighting. It's just no fun. Just wasn't any fun at all. Let's see here. Back up in here. This field went a lot faster than I expected it to. I figured I think this one's just a hair bit bigger than our other one, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That should be good right there. I mean, we're not going to have all that much, and we're going to be running back and forth. So let's start this up. Oh, look at that. Man, I hit her right on the front of the nose there. I bet I couldn't do that again. I'm sure I could. In fact, I'm a little nervous. Let's get back here a little bit. But, yeah, we don't have that much of the field left to go, and it'll be complete. So, not really a problem. Not at all. Seems like this thing drags on forever now, but I can remember how long it used to take for that 105 to unload. I got spoiled by this newer combine. It's starting to get a little toasty in here. I think the AC's having an issue. I've started to feel a little overheated, and I mean, you know, this is a 1982 combine. It's not brand new. I don't expect it to be perfect. You know. Ooh, missed a little bit. Get what little bits left here, empty it up, run this back to the house. Come back, get the truck, get everything tore down and ready to go. You know, a 1980s combine, my word, it's getting up there in age. It really is. Of course, I can't say too much because I'm kind of getting up there in age. But I don't even know if this has been converted over. This might be original R12 coolant in this poor old thing. You know, it just might be. I don't know. But we are done with corn harvest. Very happy to hear that. Now the fun part comes along, cleanup. And then, whoops, no, not that. then I'm going to check and see, you know, maybe the AC just needs a little service. I'm sure it's nothing. I don't imagine we're going to be using this combine anymore this year that I know of. So it could probably wait till a winter maintenance or something. Either that or start it up in spring and see what happens before the next harvest. You know, I mean, it's not a huge issue to fix right now. Oh, that was a little rough. So, not a bad deal. Not at all. So nice to see that beautiful, clean field. It's my favorite time of year is harvest. It really is. It's, oh, got a little too close to that pole. I'm too busy talking and not paying attention. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, you work the soil. You got that beautiful smell when the soil's being turned over from the nematodes releasing gases. Basically, nematode farts. You got that. That's another favorite of mine, is just that earth and smell, and then harvest to reap what you have sown. That's just such a wonderful deal to me. I enjoy it quite a bit. Let's see here. Nice and easy up into the corner. Boy, she's going to have to adjust this hydrostatic drive. It's a little rough here. That's not terrible. All right, she's shut down. Oh, yeah, I skinned her right by there. That's good enough. That's perfect. Well, I'm going to cut this part out as I go run to my pickup, or to the Mac to get the grain up here, so I'll see you in just a minute. Alrighty, here we are at the good old Mac. Let's get her back to the farm. Ooh, that was a little slippy. Tires gave some. Of course, I don't have a full load like normal, but you'd think that would be the opposite. Must have been sitting on a little gopher hole. I'm starting to get comfortable with these vehicles pretty good. That means I'm going to start making mistakes. But I noticed as I was walking back, our delivery has been made. So we do have our new equipment here. It's they set it right over there in the grass. I see our planter and our chisel. So that's a positive. That's something I can make sure that we're on top of. Okay. Just back right up here. There we go. Get this final one unloaded. Oh. Forgot to turn the darn tractor on. So slip off. Yeah, it slipped out of its yoke again. Darn thing. There we go. Now she's pouring her in there again. Okay. Roll the tarp up here. We are done with the truck for now. At least that I know of. We'll get her backed into her little hidey hole here in the shed. nice and tight over here in this corner, which is where she should be. I think that's good enough. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. That is wonderful. So, let's hop up here on the 40-20. Let's see here. What do we need to do to put stuff away? There it is. Okay. Disconnect. Let's come up here and we'll pull this away and put it back in its little hidey hole too. I think we can just put it right back there in that part of the trees for now. Let her down. Perfect. I think we can just go right here. All right, let's see how much we got in here. We used 102,000. Wow. Okay, let's see here. Get that gate closed up top. Yep, she's closed. Wonderful. Well, let's go look at our planter and our chisel. Might as well ride the old John Deere 40-20 over there. Good old girl. In fact, we'll just hook up to the planter right now and drag it over. Well, you know, this is honestly a good place for it, isn't it? I know we're going to be needing the chisel right away, so we'll hook the chisel up. I know this can't pull that chisel, but it can move it around the yard. There we go. Hook her up. We'll have to get the International out and hook onto this. Boy, I like this old tractor. Man, I like this old tractor. Unhook. I guess we could put the 40-20 behind the combine here. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Not hitting. And of course the old Oliver's in the way. Which, that's no big deal. We'll get this out of the way. All right. Boy, that sounds good. Now this one doesn't have the, it's got the plain interior. It doesn't have the fancy interior like my other one. Get the chisel hooked here. Nice and easy. There we go. It wasn't too bad. Okay. Well, that's ready to go here for just a few moments. I've been told that back down this path over here is the still. And we're going to check it out real quick before we go to the field because I want to know more about it. I need to know what's worth planting next, what's going to be our next moves as far as crops. So I was just told to walk down this path and it would be back here. Yep, there it is. I bet you. It's got to be it. I mean, this is all our land. I know that, but let's, I guess, go see what this is all about. Okay. Where does this go? It's been here so long it grew through the tree. What we got up here? Oh. This must be the water source. Okay. Cool. That is cool. Man, look at that. It grew right through the tree. I mean, right through that tree. That's cool. All right. Step inside and see what this is all about here. Ooh. Okay, let's see here. Takes water and cracked corn, huh? Or rolled barley. That's for some good old corn whiskey. What about regular whiskey? Oh, I see. So if I take rolled barley in, I can make regular whiskey, but corn whiskey is cracked corn. I wonder how we make cracked corn, because I didn't see anything for that. Okay, let's close that up. We'll have to look that up, see how we make some cracked corn, because as soon as I know that corn we got in storage, I think that's going to become some high-grade corn whiskey. It sounds like a good deal to me. Anyway, kind of thinking about knocking off early now and having me a little corn whiskey. I saw there was a jug in there. Of course, I may not remember tomorrow if I do that, but I better not do that. Okay, let's get down to our fields and get them plowed up. I think we'll start at that farthest one first. Oh, this is a good old girl. It's just like the other one. Interior's a little different here. AC sure is working good, though. That's all that matters. She gets to squeaking, I've got a bar of soap for her. Plenty of room. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just lay into her right here. Put her in the soil and see what happens. Just kind of hug this edge. I really want to get it good. Oh, she's having issues. Are we slipping? What's going on here? Sure is a high revving old girl. Hey, Christmas. Looks like we're going to have to do a little work on the edge here. Got some corn stalks that are not getting knocked down. I don't know what's going on. But that's okay. That ain't the end of the world. I can fix that. Boy, sure is a noisy old girl. Hard to hear yourself think inside here. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and continue working this field, and I'll save your guys' eardrums. So I'll see you here in just a few. Well, folks, something's wrong with this tractor. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's got the power. It just keeps slipping out of gear. Now, see, it's working perfectly fine now, but when you get it under a heavy load, it keeps slipping out of gear. I don't know what's wrong. We'll run back to the house with it. Call the dealership and see what needs to happen here. I mean, it's 3:40 in the afternoon. I really don't think I have another tractor on the farm that can pull that plow. I mean, I could try to put the 40/20 on it, but it doesn't have. I'm sure it doesn't have near the power this does. But I'm going to have to do something. I have to see what they got available at the moment. Because I don't know what's wrong with this. If it's a transmission issue or what. I'm kind of disappointed. I've always liked these old girls. But bear with me as I go make a phone call and figure out what in the world we got to do. Be right back. Okay, well, I got to take it down to the dealership. They got a couple options for me. They want me to come look at. So we're going to run this down to the dealership. They said, yeah, it's kind of late, but we'll work with you best we can. Try to get you something that'll keep you going. So at least they're being nice about it. They asked me if I wanted to stay with International, and I said, well, I mean, I'm not particular to any brand, you know, specifically, but I guess everything's set up for International other than the stuff that's set up for John Deere. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. We'll have to see what they'll give us for this one. Well, that can't be good. Look at the bounce. Ooh, my. Oh, I bet this thing still has calcium in there. It has calcium in the tires. That'll cause them to bounce pretty good. Excuse me. Must have caught a mosquito somewhere. Thankfully, the shop isn't too far away from the house. It's just down the way here. And this is a relatively fast little tractor. Man, we haven't even hardly used this thing. That's what's most upsetting to me, because I haven't even had a chance to really use it other than drive around half of or quarter of a field. In reality. Okay, the shop should be right up here. Whoa, buddy! What if I wouldn't have been turning? What would you have done? Holy moly. Okay, here's the shop right here. Well, I don't see very many options sitting outside at the moment. We'll just pull it up here to this service door and they can have a look at it. Customer service, okay. Yeah, the bad part is if it is the transmission, it's hard to get a hold of those, I guess, anymore. Times being what they are. He's there. Well, give me a minute. I'm going to talk to this gentleman and see what's available. I'll be back with you here in just a few moments. Alrighty, they got us a new tractor ready to go. They said it's out there underneath the shed. Gave me the keys for it. Thank you, guys. Alright, we'll go out here and have a look. Oh, there it is, right there. It is a John Deere. It's a little bit newer. Surprisingly, they gave me a great deal on this tractor, but it's got a lot of hours. It's two-wheel drive, so we're kind of losing out on our traction a little bit, but does have weights on it. It's a 7810 by John Deere. A little different. They said it should have more than enough power to do what I need to do. Oh, this is different. Way different than what I'm used to. Okay. Sounds good, though. Does have a CB radio. Well, let's see what happens. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I don't know what year this is. I'm not familiar with it. But, can't be too old. I know it's a little bit newer than what we had. But, oh, I got to remember I got duals on. Don't want to be taking out stoplights. It's a bad corner right there. But we'll take it home, hook it up. They said it should be set up for the right connectors for everything that we have. If not, they sent some adapters so that just in case we can you know, not have to worry. Oh, that was my turn right there. Anybody behind me? Oh, yep, I got someone behind me. Yeah, that's a good thing this is private ground. We'll just go on up like this. Nobody will know the difference. Nobody was looking. Nobody will know the difference. Now they did provide me with a kit, so if I need to, I can take these duals off whenever I need to. But I guess we'll get it hooked up, get in the field, and see if it, you know, hopefully it shouldn't have any issues. Like I said, it does have quite a few hours on it, but that ain't the end of the world. I know it ain't brand new. It's new to us. Oh man, we got to get somebody out here to smooth this road out. I thought it was maybe the tires on that other tractor, but apparently it's just our road. It's awful rough. Guess it could be worse. Oh, 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 oh. Got to back off of her a little there. Wow, this is rough. I have pieces falling off of my equipment just going up and down the road. I might have to put a net behind everything just to capture the pieces that fall off. Tell you, it's something else. Good thing I got this good seat here that bounces with me. Otherwise, I'd probably have lost my teeth out of my head by now. Look at that, even the field is smoother than the darn road. That's not right. All right, here's the testament. Let's see if it works. She's shifted nice. Yeah, it's doing all right. This one's quite a bit quieter inside the cab than that International was, so not too bad. Seems to be handling a little bit better, but I think that International would have been just fine if it wouldn't have been slipping out of gear constantly. I still don't know what was causing that issue. All right. Well, now that we can get this field worked. Well, come on, shift through the ranges. Let's go. I have to get used to this. Something different again. But at least we're pulling on the steady now. That's wonderful. Well, I'm going to get on with it, and I'll talk to y'all here in just a little bit. Well, everybody, it looks like it's starting to get closer to evening time. I'm going to continue what I'm doing here. If I can figure out these darn gears. Oop, oop, oop. But I'm going to continue what I'm doing, and we'll talk to you all later. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.